Hey ladies, Millie Fox here. Today I want to talk to you about your relationship with food and how your relationship with food is a reflection of your relationship with yourself. So what I mean by this is the way that you eat and the way that you feed yourself is a really good indicator of the relationship that you have with yourself. So the best way for me to illustrate this is to give you my own personal example. So when I was in my worst state of health, I was a bartender and a server. I just didn't make eating a priority. I didn't ever consider or think about nourishing myself. I would go for 10 hours maybe or more and just not eat. And then when I would eat, I would have something really cheap and easy like a plate of French fries. So needless to say, my health was really bad, but for some reason I didn't make that connection, and I just thought at the time that that was the body that I was given, those were the cards that I was dealt, and that's what I had to live with. And then at home I would probably eat I wouldn't really buy food. I would buy eggs and maybe some beans or something and just eat as little as I possibly could to get by. And looking back, I can see how that was a perfect reflection of the fact that I didn't believe that I deserved nourishment. I didn't believe that I deserved really much of anything. And that reflected exactly in how I was feeding myself. So that's one way. There are many other ways that your relationship with food can be a reflection. I know there are a lot of people who feel guilt around eating. They feel shame around eating. They feel like they're overindulging, that they don't have a right to, that they should hide it because of fear of judgment or whatever. So you can really look into how you're feeding yourself and what you're thinking, or even if you're not realizing what it is you're thinking about as you're eating and what that means for you. Because in my belief and in the way that I coach and the way that I run all of my programs and work with all the women that I work with is always getting to the root cause. So it's a very holistic approach. I don't do meal plans for this reason, because if you don't heal the root cause or the solution, or the root cause of the problem, you can switch all the surface stuff that you want to. You can slap as many band-aids on as you want to, but the truth is you're never going to make that lasting change, and you're never going to feel differently unless you get in deep and do the work. So that's a lot of what I focus on, removing shame, removing guilt, tapping into this relationship that you have with yourself, figuring out why it is you're feeling the way you're feeling when you're eating or when you're not eating. And when I was doing it, I didn't even realize, I didn't even think about it. I know a lot of us do think about it all the time. We really think about food all the time, and that's a different type of relationship that you can have with food. It can be linked to your emotions, and diving into that is very important work for us to do, especially coming into motherhood, because we are going to inevitably reflect this onto our children. As much as we try to teach things that we want our kids to know and learn and embody, they're going to see us, and they're going to see the example that we set. And if we're not, doing the things that we're saying that they should do, and especially during pregnancy, even sorting this whole energy thing out within ourselves is so important, because it's going to ripple outward for generations to come. So I'm really excited because I'm just launching this June my Fertile You program. It's going to be an online coaching program. Gonna have all the information available. It'll be a 2-part program, 12 weeks total. Part 1 is going to be 5 weeks. There will be 1 week off, and then 6-week part 2. Gonna give you all that info as soon as I have it compiled. Could even be when you're watching this video. Within that program, we're gonna do a lot of mindset work, because sometimes just your mindset, actually most times it's just your mindset that can change everything. You can try and have all the strategies that you want to have, but it's really, you have to change your mind. Once you change your mind, you change your life. So within these programs, I spend a lot of time drilling that in and really exploring and diving in. So if you're interested in finding out more about that program, come visit my website. I've got a work with me page, also private Facebook group that is really awesome, beautiful community of women called Radiant and Ready with Millie Fox. I'll put all the links down below. And on that work with me page on my website, you can actually book a free 20-minute call with me, a 20-minute preconception health coaching call, so that we can explore maybe a little deeper some of the questions that you might have, or thoughts that you might be having about your relationship with food, preparing for motherhood, preparing for pregnancy, whatever those might be. So I'll put the link down below. I definitely want to get to know you and chat with you more, so either come find me on Facebook in my private community, Radiant and Ready with Millie Fox, or head over to the Work With Me page on my website and book that free 20-minute call. Okay, I look forward to it. Bye.